Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3, Episode 5. Yes, I know it's late, you guys, but you know what Riley says. Better late than never is what they say. Anyway, you guys, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with the prosecution team at the Tejada house. You guys remember Auntie killed new OD last week. So yeah, they're getting questioned there. I thought they was going to the station, but I guess not. Okay. And the prosecutor, she's pretty hostile with Auntie. So much so that Davis and Renzo are both like, hey. Why so funky? Okay, she's the victim here, and she was well within her rights because new OD had been broke into her spot. And don't worry, the gun was registered, so don't try that one either. Overly dedicated, remember he's playing the part. He's representing Diane. And as extremely annoying as trying to question her, you know, he was just like, my client is innocent. If you don't have any more questions, you know, we are done here. Okay. Extremely annoying. Looks like she want to punch that nigga in his mouth. So, you know, Diane, she all shaken up because she ain't knew she was about to be an accessory to murder here. Okay. So she goes in the kitchen and Renzo go in there, baby girl, are you okay? And she was just like, yeah, you know, this is just a whole big old mess. And when the police and the prosecution team, they all leave, you know, Davis assures everybody that this really should be it. And Auntie is just relieved that it's all done. She tired of this shit here. And he says, listen, Monet, I'm gonna need you to keep a low profile because you did kill a police officer. Okay, so you still hot. The block you on is still hot. And you know, Auntie, don't worry, I'm over it. And she was like, also, I got rid of that file that I got from New OD because I was jumping to conclusions. It's all good. I ain't suspecting Renzo or nothing. Okay. And Davis was like, okay, well, good. Look at Renzo, lives to see another day. Now let's jump over to the school. You know, one of those very annoying classroom scenes when, let's see, what are they talking about today? The smart kids are discussing the foundation of America and equity and redemption and blah, blah, blah. And of course, the kids are tossing around, you know, they're all their little clever speak. And while Tariq is sitting there in class, he gets a text message. I need you to find out where International Guap was the night that Zeke was killed. Okay, so I guess Auntie is actually doing her own investigation. I said, boy, that damn Tariq, boy, that nigga's working like a fucking slave, ain't he? This nigga got 10 job. He's a hey man. After class gets out, he catches up with Councilman Tate, and he says, hey, I got some news for you. You know, maybe you might want to give this to the feds. You know, and Tate was just like, okay, what you got, young man? And he says, the streets are saying that International Guap is the one who killed Zeke. Okay. And I know this would be good news for the feds because they trying to close up that case and everything. So you might want to go on and let them know. Tate was like, thanks for letting them know. Okay. And he immediately texts, extremely annoying, and says that he's got some information. Or maybe it was Jenny. Now at the firm, we got Lucas and Kiki. I said, hey, Kiki still got her job. Lucas and Kiki, I guess they running over the play-by-play. They trying to get this new business with some tech firm over in Italy, and they are sitting and talking to RSJ and kind of letting them know what the plan is. They done had Mel and Tariq do research on the tech firm, and you know, they all set. They gonna let the tech firm know that they just signed on RSJ. So, you know, this is gonna be something that they want to be a part of too. So RSJ is listening to the speech. He wants to know if Tariq is going to be assisting in the acquisition of this new business. And, well, no, they already got their token Negroes, Kiki. But you know what? RSJ was just like, nah, we ain't really trying to do Kiki. I'm sure she a nice girl and everything, but Tariq is my man. Lucas says that Tariq is a little too junior for. I said, okay, so Tariq is too junior to go do this. However, Tariq has signed on their biggest client to date, the richest black man in America. Oh, I'm sorry, was it the world? Which is it? Can Tariq do everything or not? Damn it. So RSJ was like, oh, so he's too junior, huh? But you still brought him in here because he's black and I'm black. And, well, I guess Kiki's black too, even though we don't really care. Lucas was like, we hope to keep Tariq around, you know, and sign him on an official capacity. Okay, they getting free labor out of that damn Tariq. They can't be paying him that much. Oh, maybe they are. He did get his blue Porsche. RSJ was like, nope. Tariq is coming on along with this weekend, and Besides, Tariq is the only one in here that speaks Italian. Now, how does RSJ know that? I don't know, but I guess RSJ has been doing his research as well. Okay, Tariq was like, nah, me and my girl got something to do this weekend. But now that I think about it, maybe she can come on along. You know, she's an engineering major, and you know, she's specializing in robotics. And RJ was like, you ain't got to sell me. She can come on in. It's more than enough room on the jet for your +1. Lucas, you coming along? Nope. Lucas got other things that he got to do. So the nigga team is gonna have to take over. It's all good. You know, RSJ has all faith in Tariq. He's gonna push the negotiations over into the favor of Weston Holdings. And Lucas was like, bet. And while they're all sitting there in their meeting that's wrapping up, Tariq gets another text message. It's from Tate. You lying motherfucker. I said, well, I guess he knows that international co-op wasn't the one. So now Tariq goes and meets back up with Auntie. You know, he got to ask Auntie, like, you sure you didn't get followed over here? I mean, because look, last time I talked to you, New OD was alive. Now I find out New OD is dead. Okay, because of you. He was like, nigga, I'm not stupid. Nobody followed me over here. Who the hell you think you talking to? Anyways, what you got for me questioning me? Okay, and he says, hey, international guap, that wasn't your boy. Okay, he didn't kill Zeke. He was in the DR. So, sorry. She was just like, oh, shit. Well, how do you know that? And he says, trust me, I have the most reliable of sources. So now Auntie is just like, what the fuck is going on? So she hurries back and she gets in the truck. She's going to have a quick little meeting, a tete-a-tete, if you will, with Kane. You know, Kane was like, what's up, Mom? Why are we meeting in the truck? She was like, Negro, who told you that international guap was the one that killed Zeke? And he just looked at her and he kind of paused. I was like, no, you cannot have them kind of pauses with Auntie. Okay, you trying to get killed in this truck, boy? He was like, Poppy. And she was like, and you believed him? And he was like, Mom, you acting like this is anybody off the street? This is Poppy. Like, what? He said it and I believed it. He told me whoever attacked Drew killed Zeke, and I just went on along. And she was just like, oh, okay. And I was just like, uh-oh. Auntie got the good side eye for both Kane and Renzo. But mostly Renzo. She still don't trust him. So Kane goes and tells Renzo, hey, I'm gonna need you to keep your good eye on Mama, okay? Because she's suspecting stuff. She knew that international guap was down in the DR. And Renzo was like, fuck, how did she find that out? And Kane was just like, I don't know, because I didn't tell her. Renzo was just like, you know your mother, she never shows all of her cards. Kane was just like, hey, Poppy, if I can give you a little advice, I know you ain't asked for it, but listen here. Why don't you just tell Mom what happened? It was an accident. And I was like, that's absolutely the wrong thing to tell your Poppy. Please, Renzo, you need to take this one to the grave. Your days is numbered if you say something. Don't do it. Well, Renzo knows that. He was like, she'll never forgive me. And Kane was just like, it's going to be better if it comes from your mouth. I was like, boy, this is bad for you, Renzo. But anyway, jumping back over to Tariq and RSJ and Effie and Mel and all of them. So, yeah, we at the hangar. We about to get on this nice private jet. They got the blue carpet laid out and, you know, the little things to keep you in line like at the movie theater. Tariq thanks RSJ for bringing him on. You know, RSJ was just like, I got a confession. I know about your daddy, James. Okay? And you know what? Tariq and RSJ got a lot in common because RSJ comes from a numbers runner. His father was a numbers runner. Everybody used to tell him he gonna be just like his father, but you know what? He chose differently. And that's what he sees in Tariq. Okay, you ain't gotta be a drug dealer like your daddy. Okay, you can come on and be a billionaire like me. Tariq was like, listen, I got some information for you. I actually overheard some stuff in my girlfriend's class that her teacher was talking about. And he was like, you know what? Let's talk about it when we get on the plane. RSJ goes and gets on the plane and, you know, Mel is all excited about this trip that they about to make. You know, he talking to Kiki looking at him like, oh God. Okay, did I really sleep with you? Effie is so grateful to Tariq, you know, thanks for looking out for me and bringing me on. Of course, you are his girl, okay? And you guys gonna make plenty of money together, whether it's illegal or not. I forgot to tell you guys that while Mel was shenaniganing with Kiki, he ended up dropping his phone. So Kiki picked up the phone, and right when she picked it up, he was getting these notifications of all these deposits into his account, you know. And it comes up on his notification screen. I was like, why this nigga got this on his damn lock screen? Why you got your shit that's private coming up on your lock screen, Mel? Anyway, you know, Kiki looks at that She's suspicious. But anyway, they fly it on over to Italy. We don't see them on the plane. Where we do see them is in this meeting with Nirvana, I think is the name of the business that they're trying to get. And you know, the Nirvana people, they think that they got the upper hand on this one, but oh no, you ain't got this particular group of people that's working here. It's so funny looking at that table, RSJ sitting down there with them 3 fucking drug dealer kids and Kiki. Okay, he putting all of his everything into these kids. It's ridiculous, but oh well, it wouldn't be power without it, right? So like I said, Nirvana is trying to shuck and jive them, and long story short, they let Nirvana know that they found out that Nirvana's having some patent issues, okay? And they can't seem to clear these patents. And, you know, you can't do your business without your patents. But, hey, that's why you got RSJ here. He the billionaire that can clear these patents, shit, by Monday. Today, what is today? Saturday? Of course, if I do this, that's going to bring down the price. You know, you sign on and everything. But we can make it happen. And then what you think about that? You ain't got to tell us now. Just let us know by the end of the day today. So, again, Tariq saves the day. You know, Effie is just so glad that Tariq even gave her this this chance to be there. I mean, are they really in Italy? He was just like, yes, we are, you know, and I couldn't do it without you. You know, she was just like, don't forget about me when you becoming a millionaire. He was like, absolutely not. You are my girl, you know. So anyway, they sitting there. They about to have a romantical dinner. They have to go to the opera later on that night, you know. So she's got to put on her designer gown, and Tariq got to get fresh to death. And Tariq was just like, wait a minute, you know. We can go to the opera anytime. How about we go and pick up some food and cook it back in our room, you know, and just kind of binge watch some TV. I was like, nigga, you can do that anytime. Like, when you are in Italy, you are in the most romantic place on earth, they say, and you want to fucking Netflix and chill. He just wants some ass, Effie. But Tariq convinces her that they can always do all of this grand stuff because they're gonna be together. Okay, when Tariq make his first million, it's gonna be Effie who is by his side. So don't worry, there's plenty more of this to come. So anyway, while they sitting there, you know, all gazing into each other's eyes and everything, child, here come King Noma and the Machete crew. Well, just that one. And, you know, she was just like, well, look at who is in my neck of the woods. Imagine how I felt when I found out that Tariq and Mel and Effie, who work for me, is getting on RSJ's private jet. Are y'all happy to see us? Well, no, not really, King Noma. Anyways, you know, we get through the formalities, and then King Noma tells us why she's there. I'm gonna need you to get this listening device that was planted at Francesco, what old boy name was? Francesco Lombardi's estate. Yes, he is also a 1%er, pretty much one of the richest people on this earth. Yeah, I'm gonna need you, intern at Weston Holden, you know, drug dealer by night, university student by day. I'm gonna need you to go and break into the house. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't even know how you're gonna get to this party, but he having a party later on, and hey, I need you to get in there, make it hit this listening device. I need the listening device. I don't want him to find it. Okay? I said, boy, we just really trust Tariq with everything. So yeah, this Francesco Lombardi man is her ex, and he is also her biggest competitor when it comes to the arms dealing that she does. So yeah, get on in there and get it. I was like, boy, y'all be having Tariq do the most ridiculous mess. He is a freaking kid. Then they was like, and if you fail, you know, you already know the consequences. And then they turn around and they leave. I said, well, so much for romantical. So, of course, he's Tariq St. Patrick, right? He gets on the list. They at the party, you guys. Of course they are. RSJ is impressed. Like, look at you. Well, we ain't been in Italy for 24 fucking hours, and here you got us at the hottest party in town. Oh, this is when he told him that he knew about James. I'm sorry, he didn't tell him when they was getting on the jet. Now, while RSJ is being entertained by Tariq, we got Mel and Effie. They doing the dirty work trying to find this damn listening device. So they're in the private headquarters of Mr. Lombardi. Don't ask me how they got in there. They did, though. So they looking all around. They trying to find a device and everything. Effie goes around the corner or something, and a man comes in the room, and he only sees Mel. Okay, what are you doing in here? Mel says, I just wanted to see some of the private artwork. Man drags Mel out. Okay. So Effie, now she knows that she got to hurry up and find this device and get on out of there. And of course, you're looking at this big old room and all of these things, and you're just like, this device can be planted anywhere, right? Anywhere. Where's the damn device, you guys? Underneath the desk drawer right here, right where you would sit. I was like, this nigga could have actually sat at his desk and his knee could have bumped the fucking listening device. I mean, what kind of hiding was Mecca doing? So, Effie, she feels around and she finds the device. Gets the device, and as she's walking out, somebody else comes in there, and he's like, what are you doing in here? You are not supposed to be in here. And she was just like, I won't tell anybody if you won't. Okay. Yeah, she wanted to see the private artwork. Is there any way that you could possibly take me around? Them feminine wiles, honey. We got to use them when we can. I said, girl, you was close, right? But you can always use a little ass to get yourself out of trouble. Effie doing okay. Mel, not so much. Okay. They got Mel tied up to a chair. And they beating the hell out of Mel because they want to know who is Mel working for. Where did he come from? Mel was just like, I'm telling you, you got it all wrong. I wasn't trying to do nothing. Get in touch with my family. Weston Holdings. Money is no object. You can do whatever you... I was like, you talking to the 1%ers? You think they care about some fucking money? Mr. Lombardi is not buying it. Who do you work for? You was over in my private headquarters trying to get something. Yeah, they punching and hitting poor Mel. This is probably the most work this man ever seen. Back at the room, Tariq is trying to call Mel. Why won't he answer the phone? And Effie was like, because I told you they took him. Okay, he probably can't get to his phone. All right, there's a knock at the door. It's Kiki. Where's Mel? She was hoping she can get her a quickie in before, they got to turn in for the night. And they was like, yeah, Mel is still at the Lombardi party. And she was just like, y'all been back for an hour. Why didn't Mel come back? We don't know. We left him there. He was having a good time. Okay. But Effie, she over there getting smart and shit. We'll see you downstairs in the lobby in the morning. I was like, nigga, you don't even work here. How you ordering Kiki around? And she was just like, okay. So once they get rid of Kiki, now what are we going to do about this? Well, Tariq says the only thing they can do, they got to use this listening device as leverage. Okay? The fucking kids from college. So later on, we see Tariq and Effie. They meet out the Lombardi crew. Okay, out in the middle of somewhere. And they gonna do the trade-off, I'm presuming. So Effie and Tariq are sitting there waiting, and then here come Lombardi and all his trucks of security. And so Lombardi was like, you got what I need? And Tariq was like, I got what you need, but I need you to give me my friend back first. So they go on and throw Mel to him. He all limping. She's like, are you okay? And he was like, no. Okay. And right when Tariq is about to give him the listening device, and then all of a sudden Lombardi, he explodes. Okay. You hear some gunshots. All of Lombardi's team is dead. And surprise, surprise. Here's Noma and the Machete Crew #1. They come and save the day. Okay, I was like, okay, well, at least that made a little bit more sense, because how was Tariq just gonna show up here at this place with this man? So she's like, thank you so much, and boy, I underestimated y'all, and who knew you was really gonna be able to get this? I mean, was you just testing this boy? We gonna work together for a long time, seeing how y'all do business. I said, that ain't really what the plan was for Effie and Tariq, but I guess, they got Mel back. That's the most important part. King Noma is about to take over Francesco Lombardi's business, I guess, when it comes to the guns and whatnots, and she's gonna have a whole bunch of work for them. So all this then went down. I'm assuming RSJ don't know nothing about it. They at the tarmac, they about to get on the jet, and Effie was just like, Tariq, just take the win, just take the W. Okay, and Tariq is upset because he's like, fuck, we gonna work for King Noma all the time now. Effie was just like, well, I've been thinking about it, and you know what, there might be a way out. She pulls out her phone. She shows him a picture. It's of King Noma, Francesco Lombardi, and a cute little girl. Okay. She was like, remember, she told us that was her ex. They have a child together, a daughter. You know what? If we can get the daughter, we can get to the daughter, we can use her as leverage. That's their path to freedom. And Tariq was like, yeah, you're right, but Noma is a savage. So we're going to have to tread real lightly on this one. The prosecutor, extremely annoying, overly dedicated. Y'all, they getting drunk. They know that Auntie's story is bullshit, even though they can't prove it. So in the meantime, they're going to pour out a little bit for new OD. He was a bit unhinged, but he still was one of the team. prosecutor was just like, obviously, New OD did have something on Auntie, but now the shit is gone now. Extremely Annoying was just like, not so fast. Okay, she pulls out her phone. She says, remember the Russian connect that I was telling you about? We believe that the Tejada family took them out so that they can become the connect for the Castillos. And the prosecutor was just like, we need to know who is their fucking supplier. We better find out something soon before we all end up like New OD. Speaking of Castillos, we see Drew and Castillos. They in the bed, child. And they having them a good old time getting busy. And then Castillos get a text. And Drew was like, please ignore it. We busy. But nope, he picks it up and he looks at it and then he just starts getting dressed. Drew was like, what's going on? He was just like, remember the guy that I was telling you about? Turns out he was a CI. Okay, and now they about to start questioning him, and I need to hurry up and get down there and take care of it. And Drew was just like, you are fucking kidding me. Like, did you set us up? Castillos was like, is that what you think I did? Okay, you really think that I would do that to you? You guys are like my family. I was like, and you up here fucking your fam, you old nasty nigga. Castillos was like, if I was a snitch, why would I even be telling you any of this? You know what? Fuck it. I ain't got to be telling you nothing. Let me get out of here. And so then Drew think about it and he was like, yeah, you probably right. All right, I'm with you. Okay, what we need to do? So they go down to the hospital. Okay, because I guess they gonna talk to the CI. But do these niggas forget that, you know, he is a CI for the feds and that the place is probably going to be crawling with government agents? These niggas walk in all willy-nilly like they just gonna go visit him and some shit. And then they see all of the feds right in front of his room. So, you know, oh shit, you know, they go duck off in the stairwell or something. And you keep hearing somebody say, code blue. And some people rush into the room. I say, oh, CI look like he ain't even gonna make it. By the time Extremely Annoying gets there, CI is dead. Okay. I said, girl, you was molded, scratch the neck. So the man tells Extremely Annoying that the CIs, all his personal belongings, you know, are down there wherever you can go and get them. And Drew and Castillos, they overhear that. So they hurry up and head down there to get his stuff. Okay. Now, at first I'm looking and I was like, how they gonna get this shit to two niggas? You know, this is a government CI person and y'all just turning over evidence, you know, but they walk in there and I guess they acting like they, the CI's family. So the lady, you know, she calmly gives them the stuff. So they take the bags and they open it up and there's a cell phone in there and they're like, good thing we got this cell phone because it got video and pictures and all kind of shit, right? So they erase everything off of the phone, destroy the phone, and throw it in the, you know how they have those like iron gates on the ground for the steam to come out or whatever. They throw it down in there, right on the damn hospital grounds. I was just like, boy, you guys are so damn stupid. Anyway, you know, so they hurry up and head out. Extremely Annoying goes down there to get the stuff and the lady was like, oh, his family already came and picked up the stuff. You know, she was just like, you've got to be kidding me. You're late, and you're ugly. Did y'all used to sing that at camp too? Jumping over to Auntie. Auntie goes to see Evelyn. And as soon as I see Auntie there, I was just like, ooh, Auntie, you is dirty. Auntie was just like, girl, I've been thinking about you. You know, Evelyn was just like, why are you here? And she was just like, you know, I just finally decided that you needed to know something. Okay. And Evelyn was just like, okay, well, what do I need to know, girl? Well, Renzo put out a hit on Frank. And Evelyn jump up. I said, Evelyn, hold on, Evelyn, hold on. And Evelyn was just like, you've been knowing all this time. Why now you coming to tell me? Because I've already lost one child and I don't want to lose another one behind Renzo's bullshit. Evelyn was just like, you know, you telling me this information, it changes my family forever. And Monet was like, my family been changed. Evelyn is still leery. She was just like, what if your kids find out that we did something to Renzo? Okay, then they gonna come after my kids. I can't put my kids in that kind of danger. Auntie was just like, oh, and you can live with that? and she was just like, I sure can. And Auntie was like, well, girl, you better than me. I said, that shit didn't work, huh, Auntie? I guess you're going to have to come up with another plan. Auntie was just like, I can trust that you won't let anybody know about this conversation. Bitch, as much as I can trust your ass, okay? Now, back at the house, we finally getting the Tejada family back together, okay? Everybody's in good spirits. They all there together, eating together, even Diane. Drew and Kane start talking about, you know, old memories in Puerto Rico with their granny and whatnots. And, you know, Diane, she can't really relate all that well to her older brother. So she kind of get up and go in the other room And Renzo follows her. You know, baby girl, are you okay? And she was just like, yeah, Poppy, I'm just kind of jealous that Drew and Kane know all about Granny and all of this other stuff. And all I know is when your ass was in jail. But yeah, she a little salty, but listen. Great Value Arsenio Hall is giving her problems at school. She can't keep on doing this. Renzo was just like, you know what, baby girl, I'm sorry. You know, he never wanted her to sell drugs. Hell, he didn't want to sell drugs. Renzo had a future. Renzo was going to play baseball, but alas, it wasn't in the cards for old Renzo. But you know what Renzo now thinks about it? And he going to get his family back right. He says, you know what, Diane, you stop selling them drugs at school. That's right. You're going to be the first college graduate in this family. Oh, thank you, Poppy. While Diane and Renzo is in there talking, Auntie goes outside, you know, sits on the stoop and has her a glass of alcohol. And up walks Castillo. And he was just like, hey, Auntie, you know, I wanted to tell you a while back, you know, give you my condolences for Zeke. It just never was really the best time. Okay. He knows how she feel though, because when his daddy got killed, you know, he was very, very upset. And he went through it bad. Okay. He says it gets worse before it gets better. You here for Drew? Yeah. And she was just like, you be careful with my son. And he was like, don't worry, I got you. And so while he's walking in, she was like, how long did it take? And he was like, what? She was like, how long did it take before you felt back normal? And he was like, normal is a strong word. I wouldn't call it normal. You know, the pain, it dilutes. It's still there, but you know, it kind of lessens. She said, well, what about the anger? And he says, well, the anger don't go away. He says, as a matter of fact, if I could see the person that killed my daddy today, I'd slit their throat. And Auntie was just like, me too. Okay, I'm talking about if I found the one that killed Zeke, you know, because she can't slit her own damn throat. Now, the next day, we see Renzo. He sees Auntie, she's in the kitchen, and he was like, baby, I need to talk to you about something important. I was just like, oh, is he taking Kane's advice? I was like, oh no, this is a good idea, Renzo, but I guess we'll see. Auntie is just pissed that, you know, the feds, as soon as New OD got killed, they was all over here, but nobody seemed to care about Zeke's death. Yeah, about that. That's what he wanted to talk to her about. So he goes on and tells her, you know, he went to the hangar because he was angry and he thought that she was about to run off with Mecca and he wanted to kill Mecca. And she was like, you didn't trust me. You thought I was running off with that nigga? I said, we all thought you was until the last minute. So he was just like, yeah, he wanted Mecca's ass dead. Okay, he wasn't standing for what the shit that Mecca had done did to his family. So yeah, he had done got his gun together and everything, and he saw a bald head black Negro, kind of tall, light skinned, walking into the plane, and he shot him, and it was Zeke. He was like, baby, I didn't know it was Zeke. I'm so sorry. I ain't never meant to hurt the boy. Okay, and she was just like, and you let me think that he died another way all this time? Nigga, I couldn't sleep around here. I couldn't eat. I was going crazy, and you never said anything. He was like, baby, I'm sorry it was an accident. She was like, accident? Renzo was like, baby, it's kind of on you, too. You brought Zeke around here. You had him unprepared. And then you went and fucked Dante, and you brought him back into all of our lives. And she was just like, you blaming me? You know, she's swinging on him and everything. He was like, baby, I'm just saying this on all of us. It's on both of us. We both made some bad decisions. Well, she don't feel like it's on her. So yeah, you know, Renzo, he trying to convince her, if you love me, you can forgive me. And I was just like, well, bruh, I don't really think that that's gonna happen today. She was like, I can't even fucking look at you right now. I know one good thing, though. You better get the hell out of my house now. He was like, what? What are you talking about, Monet? What about us? What about our family? What about everything that we've built? And she was just like, you know what? Out of respect for my damn kids, I'm not going to kill your ass. They at least deserve to have their daddy around, no matter how unworthy he is. But yeah, you got to get out of my house. Get the fuck out of here. I said, listen, Renzo, this went better than we expected, because I'm surprised she ain't picked up a knife and stabbed your ass right then. She can't get another murder put on her, though. Okay? So get on out the house. And Renzo lives to see another day. Now let's jump over to Davis. So Davis is in his office, and he's looking at the file that they had, you know, that got from New OD. Kind of looking things over. And Overly Dedicated is coming. He sees him. He puts the file in one of his side drawers. And Overly Dedicated tells him how I think he found something that can get Theo out of jail. And Davis was like, what? I knew it was a reason why I damn hired you. Come on, let's go let Theo know in person. And so while they walking out, Overly Dedicated was like, nope, you know what? I got to hang back. I got some stuff to do. You go on and go. Give him the good news. Davis was like, okay. I said, Davis, What is wrong with you? Is everybody stupid on this show? You just was looking at that file. Can you at least go back to your office and get it? Oh no, because he locked it in the desk. The desk that has the keys that's right underneath the mat on the desk. All right, so when Overly Dedicated goes and walks in there, I mean, he finds the keys right away, opens up the desk, gets the file, takes the pictures of everything in there. Okay, this is going to help him and Jenny, and extremely annoying immensely. I was just like, we're going to have to call Davis, dumbass Davis, if he do something like this again. After he takes all the pictures, puts the file back, texts Jenny and tells her that he's got something for her. And so I guess Overly Dedicated was actually going to Jenny's office to let her know, but then he sees her walking out to her car. And so he calls her. He's in his car. He calls her. She doesn't answer the phone. He was just like, where are you going, Jenny? So he follows her. And of course, we know where she goes, out there to see Lauren. So she walks in the house. And, security lets her in and everything. And then Overly Dedicated, he pulls up, he gets out the car and he tries to follow him in. Security is like, who are you? And he was just like, oh, I'm here with the prosecutor. I just need to go on in there. They said, you have any ID? Oh, you know what? Left the ID at the office. Okay, well, you can't go in. But of course, Overly Dedicated is making a scene out there. So Jenny comes on out. Did you follow me here? Yes, girl, because I want to know what the hell is going on. So tell me or we're done. She said, do you think that I'm having sex with somebody? Like, what is this about? She was like, I can have you removed. And he was just like, oh, so you just used me. You used me like you used Lauren. She don't care, because Jenny was just like, honey, the bad guys is going to be in jail and the drugs is going to be off the streets. Overly Dedicated is still out there making a fuss. He want to know what's going on, what's happening. Well, Lauren can't take it no more. Okay, she come out the house. And he was like, I knew it. That damn Lauren is still alive. He was like, you let me think that she was dead. You betrayed and manipulated me. Same way that she did Lauren. He was like, Lauren, she can't keep you here. And Lauren was just like, what is going on here? I already told you that Tariq didn't kill me, that it was Effie. Jenny was like, it was Tariq and Mel and Effie and the Tejada family. All them people tried to kill this one girl. Overly Dedicated was just like, yeah, girl, like I told you, she can't keep you here. You need to go. And also, Tariq, he loved you, girl, with all of his soul. I said, well, that's it for Effie. I wonder what Kane got on his calendar. Now, speaking of Tariq, back at the dorms, him and Effie, they sleep. And middle of the night, he gets a text message. It's from an unknown number, but it says, meet me at the south gate to the campus entrance. And he was like, in the middle of the fucking night? Tariq gets on up and he goes to the south gate. When he gets there, who should he see, lo and behold, but Lauren. Lauren, what are you doing here? What is this? I thought you were dead. Lauren is good and mad. What the fuck is going on, Tariq? You tried to kill me? And he was just like, what? No. And she was just like, did you send Mel and Effie to kill me? He was like, what are you talking about? She was like, Effie took me after Mel knocked me out. Okay. Effie took me to some damn lake and left me for dead in the water in the car. He was like, Lauren, I had no idea. I care about you. I cared about you so much. Okay, they lied to me. I didn't know anything about this. I sent you away for safety, to get you away from everything, not to kill you. They fucking lied to me, but you know what? Tariq about to get in their ass. She was like, oh, no, because nobody can know that I'm alive. He was just like, okay, all right. Oh, so where you been? What you been doing? And she was like, I've been with the feds, and they building a case against you. So Effie and Mel is the least of your worries right now. You got a whole bunch of other shit that you about to be in. So Tariq finishes his conversation with Lauren, goes back to the dorm, and Effie was just like, baby, where you been? And he was just like, yeah, he was like, just the time difference, jet lag and everything got my sleep schedule all fucked up. I just went for a quick walk. And so then Effie was just like, baby, it's just been some stuff I wanted to talk to you about, and it's just been so much going on. I haven't had a chance. And he was just like, okay, well, what you want to talk about? And all she says is, I love you too. And I was like, girl, that was your last chance. That was your last chance to come clean. Tariq probably still would have chose Effie if she would have just came on, or at least he wouldn't have been as mad as he's about to be at Effie. I'll say that, okay? So when she didn't say nothing and Tariq was sitting there looking at her and he was just laid up against that wall, I was like, oh, Effie, like I said, you still got Kane's number. Then lastly, back at the Tejada house, like I told you, they're about to have a game night. Okay, I'm so happy for them. You know, everybody is there except for Poppy. Where's Poppy? And Auntie was like, I don't know where Poppy is, but he'll be here soon. And then when he gets here, you know, we all need to have a talk. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, where's Renzo? Renzo is out, you know, he's on his way home. He's right in front of the billboard that he got for Zeke to give to Auntie. And he's got a flat tire, y'all. And so, no big deal, you know, go get the spare out, the donut spare out the back of the trunk and change this tire so he can get home and play Monopoly. And so, you know, he opens up the trunk and he's leaning over to get the donut, and somebody comes up behind him and slits his throat, you know. I was just like, oh, Renzo, let's send him off properly, you guys. Burr, burr, burr. 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 We ain't gave him a tap send off in a while. Now, when we see who actually is the one that's responsible, it's Castillo. And I was like, oh, I guess Evelyn had a change of heart. But nope, Evelyn ain't the one that told her boys. Who told her boys? Auntie. I said, Auntie, you is a cold-blooded bitch. Boy, you is awful. You done got this man killed. This the father of your kids. These kids is gonna be devastated when they find out that Poppy is gone. Okay? But yeah, Castillos, he texts Auntie and he says, done, thank you. And you know, she over here about to buy Park Place and Broadway. Life is good for Auntie. She kind of do a little smirk like that shit is taken care of. But wait till them kids find out that Auntie is behind the death of their father. Honey, Diane might kill her ass herself. All right, you guys, that is it. Get this edited and up to you. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.